started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Here comes the offense on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face 4. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. He's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Not all DBs can make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Looking for space. It's Henderson. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Scott. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Release to the back. And they can't make the connection.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
To throw, it's Howard. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line. Here's the handoff. Oh, the quick spin move. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head and start dialing it in.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. And the ball is picked off. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Howard. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense. And
oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Fires toward the target. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown Tide! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. All kinds of running room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense is throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's
forget the kick. He's going to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside, but I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarding.
Unloads it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Alabama pushing the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll let it go down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
He's looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Fires left. He makes the catch. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kicks, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Running back goes in motion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Off the play fake on first down. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to, and that's a live ball. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spiders, go!
The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. To the air, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. Got his man all by himself. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and read the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking to throw. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Ohio State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They have the lead in a two-possession game, and oddly lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Looking left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Off play action. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Might be looking to run. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. And with the lead sitting at 9, and they fake it. The holder looking for a man. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Howard. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Howard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes! I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up. I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Desperation onside kick in the waning moments. Could not get it back as it goes out of bounds, and hope is just about lost. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to take off. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.